Hi everyone, good to see you. We're live on my Facebook and YouTube. If you want to join this discussion, this stream, click on the link and the discussion. Click on the link, click on the link. You may have noticed that I'm not available via Facebook because this same topic. It brought me problems with Facebook, so I have to, I'm afraid I have to do it this way for the next 1 month. But we'll keep up. We'll keep up. Thank you so much. Tell me where you're joining us from, Facebook and YouTube, where you're watching us from. And if you want to join and be part of this stream, the link is being dropped. We need to talk about this. Should there be a dress code in Zambia? Come on. Hey. I miss you guys so much, and my team have been very helpful. This weekend is a long weekend in Britain. We've got the Jubilee weekend, and I hate days off. I want to work all the time. So tomorrow is a day off, and Friday is a day off, and then it's Saturday and Sunday. It's too long. Thank you. Somebody says I look cute. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, somebody watching me from Ghana. I'm getting. Hi, how are you? People want my number. Hi from Leicester, Congo, to the UK. So this is, above 18 topic. Good evening. You don't respond to my messages from Nakone. We'll check them out. Hi, everyone. So thank you so much for joining us. We are 144 on my Facebook, and I believe will be more and more people joining. Amira Amit is already there. If you want to join the stream, let's discuss. So past weekend, past few days, we've seen images leaking of our Zambian girls that are not dressed appropriately. And some have called me a hater, some have called you a hater, some have said it's their life, who are we to talk about them? And my question is, should there be a dress code in Zambia? Because if there's no dress code in Zambia, anybody can, do whatever they want. Somebody tomorrow will wake up, and who knows, somebody will do a live stream one day and they'll be doing things that we're not supposed to see on media. And I made a statement, say, look, when I was, dreaming of raising girls, I was thinking of bringing them back to Zambia. But what I'm seeing now, I'm afraid, because I cannot walk from here to the next street wearing even just nothing. It's impossible. You'll be detained by the police. So thank you so much. Somebody saying thank you for this opportunity. Thank you so much. So anybody who wants to join on the live stream, the link is being dropped. Can my PA please drop the link? Can my PA drop the link? If you want to join the stream and discuss, for those of you on YouTube, there is a link, and those of you on Facebook, join on this stream. Njumnya Ellery, how are you? Yeah, many people have missed me, so this is how we'll be discussing for the next month until we resolve issues with Facebook, because somebody shared something and then I shared it, and then that person, what they shared had a word which is not allowed apparently on Facebook, and I miss you guys so much, so I have to do it from these ends. I miss replying to your messages. I miss, fighting with you on Facebook. So it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a tough day. And happy new month. Absolutely happy new month. I wish you well. I wish you the best. I know that we have many more months together. It's half of the year. 2022. I mean, who would believe that we'll be in 2022 so quickly? But God has been faithful that you and me are able to see each other today. So thank you. So yeah, we saw some pictures that leaked a few days ago, and shamelessly, that's what I'll say, shamelessly, I've seen comments from women saying it's her life, it's her body, she can do whatever she wants. Yeah, it's because you are not from a rich family. That's why. If you are from a rich family and you are doing that, it's appropriate in your household, because at the end of the day, you have the power to control this one, to bribe this one. Try it wherever you are from, whichever region. I'm begging you to try this one, and you will see how you'll be arrested. Somebody saying, I don't honestly think it is right. Let's see if we can be showing comments. Yes, I don't think it's honestly right way to go. Nice to see you. You're doing great. Thank you so much. And I was the highest YouTuber, guys, and I survived for many years and months being a YouTuber, and I can teach you guys how you can be a YouTuber. Let's hear from Samuel Ukwesa and Monica. How are you?
Bwino mlishani.
Bwino sana fiawa nechwemba to aravika. Mwarida ni mukwani?
Yeah, turife bwino. I live here in Halifax, Canada, so I was sweeping, then I just see your video, then I said, oh, let me go in.
Oh, I want to come to Canada. You know, Canada has been my dream place. I would love to be in Canada. I would love
you just come.
Okay?
Yes, for free.
I'll definitely plan to come to Canada. So, Monica, you live in Canada, Canada, and malisho fe maluze for yabo mfialo fi. So never have kumfa from your end. Nga Canada balasuminisha afira tu amwena ma picture ya ayali.
Awe, ine ngawamona ku Facebook kumyandi mbomba mu hospital ngamamona ku Facebook kumyandi posta fe nyimbo ne fyasha, even my image it's not much.
Yes.
Kozi ngana yamkufa enchito balanda ti criminal check takwa bati ni bawiso ni banoko police eitwara report kunchito kumobe ati uyu muntu uyu mufire mwa mwingishe enchito. So mufintu fefingi kuti nafari mbi kushana papati bati 30 inch te fyonsefi
ati you know kuno wapangire comment ati lile nonera ngafie ukoko wabo uko kuchalo ekwa bana west twebe
awe
afuma tafuele na bra
awe 30 mbomba ine na weshapo mbomba kuchipatara abantu abo tubomba na bene abo tusunga. In fact, amwesita naribomba n'abantu abakwe bati mu third world war iyo yari kwa kare bachiri na 150 ndabasunga ine tetuye na kaputula so if you ever monefyo byamuma movie
ayi
byamuma movie
mwanesha kuti kuzambia kwa bemtambi you know Africa ekwaba ekutripo kushabana abana kubali kwa tomuchishi era mwisho
mwana fita kwa bentambi inoponjikarani ya papa apo bashika imanda ya ida Titanic yaponjikarira nganapita mu manda omompita iringi omompita every day shisanga nangu plastic nangu muntu reshitisha mufwaka nangu ice block.
Mama mfira one time you've heard it for yourself, and more wananisha wa Monica has said it kuti awe Canada takwaba so ba Monica na lambi kafe pa mute panono leken tripsha tumfwe for by Edward Valaland. Uncle Edward, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us on Mutamz TV, Facebook and YouTube. I'm the pioneer of this. I went on a break when I went on maternity. Welcome. Share with us your concerns about the dress code for Zambia. Hello? Hello, Edward. I think the network here. Okay, anyone who wants to join us on this stream, make sure you have your earphones plugged in and every other sound off, and come and share with us your concerns about the dress code. I mean, are we bitter women? Are we women who are angry because we're seeing a very beautiful body on social media, as people saying, no, chirimodimo, this one will say this and that? What are your thoughts about what is happening in Zambia? So thank you so much. Who else would love to join? Somebody watching from Kitwe. Malango says, as males, yes, yes, the females wouldn't agree, but as a man, sir, would you marry a wife that does that, that displays that? Is it culturally right? Oh, somebody saying today it's bad, I don't have bundles. Somebody saying we thank you for this opportunity. Oh, Kasumba, let's a border. That's my place. That's my joint out. I've got some business that I am pursuing those ends. God is faithful. Florence. Oh, so who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Yeah, okay. Somebody is watching us from the capital of Zambia. We're in Lusaka. Too many Lusaka people. Mwense. Yeah, hi Mwense. How are you? Okay, so if you're willing to contribute, Tom, here is the link. Check the link. My PA, please drop the link. Or there's a link. The link has been dropped. Oh wow, this is a beautiful comment. Listen to this. I honestly love this woman. Thank you so much. God bless you. Enoch. I'll display Enoch's comment. Enoch, that's Enoch's comment. You can read it for yourselves. So anyone wants to contribute, please come onto that platform. Mukushi, wow. Come and join us. Come and join us. So let me add Monica.
Mkwai.
Monica, ndefa afye mutuele kofi.
Okay, leke ninchikale kuna punch wino nachiba ninjiminina.
Monica, mutuele kofi for mneto ndokanya. Whilst other people, Denmark is saying would love to see Denmark joining. Landenko.
Awe, ukufala afwe. So njambi okulanda, ukufala afwere kulingana nomwana kashita afwere bwino. Tulande fe mchinga tafwere bwino. Okay, I don't judge people's dressing code, but for that reason, I don't know. 30 ina mwana wandi kuno nikubasungu twaba, but ngandefo namona abantu so ndamwana tino bika kwe chitenge. Oh, bika kwe. Oloka ayama short ya ndalanda tawe yo short mayo ya chiramo fwala ko bwino.
Travis, network mwena mkoto Wi-Fi, so I'm stuck mute panono, Monica. But hold on. Travis, how are you? Can you unmute your sound, please? Namazabuke kobari. Wow. Travis, unmute your sound too for Ashi. Somebody saying watching from Choma. Wow. Travis, I think sometimes network ilaluana. You know, Mukuka says, love what you're doing. Thank you so much. Proverbs 31, naked. And you know, culture ili konomba Zambia, what we are seeing is if somebody shows the chest, somebody shows ukukonsoko nishi, that's a way for you to be a brand and you'll be selling. Well, I made money on YouTube, Facebook, as a business owner without. I've always come on Facebook, YouTube like this, fully clothed, and I earned decent amount, bought a car, bought land in Zambia through YouTube. Okay, let's see. Felix Achtalwana, let's see. Plinos. Hi, Plinos.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, finally we have someone. Yes, I'm okay. How are you? Good to see you. What's your contribution? Since you're not putting your images, I'll put your kukona. What's your contribution over this topic?
First of all, thank you for the moment, but because I had a network problem, but I had the topics on the dress code. My concern is like maybe what we oversee from other countries influences the culture we are in. For maybe, for instance, someone goes out to study. I'm not underrating those who go to study outside, but as an example, someone goes out to study, come back with that culture. Thinks that that's the only way of doing things. For instance, I'm not in Zambia, I'm here in Italy.
Oh,
what I
Italy!
studied.
Wow! I need your
Yes.
number. I need to come to
Sorry.
Italy to do it. I need your number so I can visit Italy. I'm doing a world
Or
tour.
sure, yeah, I'll leave it on the. Okay, so the problem is whatever I'll gain here through the studies, whatever I see here,
Mm.
I want it to sit in my culture, which is maybe my culture is different from theirs. The European one is different from maybe the African context of living.
Mm.
So we don't normally differentiate where we are coming from, what we gain from what we have. Maybe we have some goes they go abroad and come back to say maybe this is what the world is. Someone who watches a movie somewhere else try to imitate the exact thing. So for instance, first of all, we must define our own culture, where we are coming from, the morals behind the same culture we have, then the kind of the context where we have been brought up from, maybe from you, Auntie Lillian, maybe your culture is different from that too, maybe Liz, maybe let me say I'm in Italy. I cannot
Yes.
compare you to a radio I found in Italy.
Mm.
For them, when it's hot.
Mm.
They have to change the wardrobe. For us, the weather changes, but there are certain aspects that we cannot portray. Like men, there are some certain things. For instance, in my house, it's rarely that in presence of my parents, I found in a cargo short or what, but somehow, yeah, something we can put on, but not to expose the the body. Oh, I don't know what to say, but that's the point of view to say maybe the culture that we see outside influences where we are living, maybe even
But
different from what we are reading, because if you try to put it in the context of living, you must follow the typical views of the house, because one, you have to portray the image of the house where you are coming from. For instance, our parents get imbalanced to say maybe we are imbalanced because of our parents seeing them in a shitenge material, because say how am I going to introduce my mother? Even if they are driving or what, how am I going to introduce my mother? Where is my mother, the other mother to my friend? Maybe she's beat in other overall view of dress code. So there's this kind of conflict between the showing up and forgetting who we are, and there's also the forgetting our own aspect of the family. And yeah, this is my main contribution. Yeah.
And it's part of the culture that people want to adopt. But this is what I always say. I've lived in the diaspora 18 years, and I still sound very African. In fact, people even mock me to say with a Nigerian accent. I sound mixed Ghana, Uganda, mixed. Let's have briefly Felix, because he's been logging in and out. Felix, unlock your sound, please, and try and contribute, because you've been losing network. Hi, Felix.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. Are you able to get me?
Yes.
Fine. How are you, madam?
Very clear. Fine, thank you.
Okay. Great. My concern is just a short one. What is happening, as the previous guest was saying, the people are trying to adopt a culture which is not theirs. Although they are saying a culture which is not theirs, I don't think there's a culture that allows people to go without clothes, like the way our madam went without clothes. Now, the concern is on the children. Here, back in Zambia, you find that there is no that restriction on the use of the internet, especially on Facebook. Even a child who is 5 years, a child who is 12 years, they are going to have Facebook. And then they posted that those images on Facebook. which means the children were able to see what was happening, which is corrupting them. And as a result, it's going to, they are creating a certain culture, which is going to, with the children, they will see that, okay, this is normal. They'll be growing up knowing that this is normal and this is what we should do. And I commend you for the campaign which you had put on, where you were against this and you went on ground, you were against it, you talked about it, and at least those people were reported, and I'm sure the information I'm getting that she was reported to the police and she was summoned. The same Iris.
Yes. Yeah, she
Yes,
was.
so
There's
that's my
came up.
concern.
There's another girl that came up with
Sure.
a net. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what's going on here? And I went hard on both of them. And, you know, we have someone like Serafina who was supporting one and then saying the other one, no, Amakaya Ampo. I said, no, Amakaya Yakupo on both of them, not to Muntu Fiumu. And I saw a lot of biasness where I went to Muntu more to you, maybe have Mokundalama. And for someone who is aspiring for office, whatever a member of parliament, you know, every tukana kuti, you know, and that's why for me, tetisunisho muntu alembe pishat, oh, alishte, ngawaleshta aspire for office, chionse for lechta, must demonstrate kuti, ulwamu chinch, ulashta respect, ela walos van kwa tom chinch, you know, waseba na walos bonse, na laumbe mkashana na ina aseba.
Yes, very much.
You know, so for me, I don't accept kuti if it's because to
Yes,
Western
yes.
culture. I work with people, different backgrounds. The moment you turn up, if I just go right now outside, the way Iris was dressed, I'll be arrested and detained and sectioned under the Mental Health Act. But in Zambia, it's fashionable. How?
Yes.
You know, it's impossible. So let's have a Christabel speaking quickly.
Yeah, because I even wonder, because...
Yeah, you can speak.
Okay.
You can speak, Felix. Okay, let me allow her, Christabel.
Yeah, I was saying, I was wondering because there's...
Oh, she's lost her network. Okay, no problem. Felix, you can carry
Yes,
on.
because Iris was blessed by a certain woman. Yes, I was saying the same Iris was she's a spiritual mother of a certain woman who stopped Zodwa, who dresses the same way as Iris, from coming into Zambia. So I don't know why these people have even been supported.
And I remember when Zodwa was stopped from entering Zambia, and no longer the Ministry of Religious Affairs stops this. But we have people who are addressing, you know.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Felix, for your contribution. Let's see if Travis can contribute quickly. Travis, network Yabuela, unmute. Hi, Travis. TMC. Hi, Aluana network. Travis or Zuze? Zuze, network. Okay, Yaluana. Let's see, Mambwe. Hi, Mambwe. How are you, Mr. Mambwe?
Fine, thank you.
I hope you're a police officer.
No.
Okay, sir. What do you have to contribute on this live stream, please? I think he's received a call. Let's see.
You have lost him.
Yes. Zazu? Zuze? No sound. Okay. Chapala kwati network Zambia ya Luana. But Monica, any contribution?
Okay, I think it's a correct. I think abali mu government bafiire balanda pokozi nga postefyo nga balakwatako ama charges ayakubapeera nga tabakiteefya. Mu Zambia, I think ibintu byonna bifulungana abantu kuddukana ku ma Facebook teti babalesheeko fye kanshi. But inekyo mpapa nga baikatafye kuri bambi aba mu government babatuka nishi barakufwaya lero line barakusanga nishi nabenda baleta babachita display. Let me just say it straight. Gabatukana ba president lero line lero nishi kufwaya bakusanga bakubikana mu kitolokoshi. Nomba ichishupa fyo kubeba fyati fyo mulefwala tafiweme. Ati Zambia ni Christian nation, bufite Christian nation. Because if it was like that, ngabala mwali hapa kuma Arab countries uko bayo abantu ayafulo bwamba. Who does that?
But we have our celebrities going to Dubai and taking pictures. So people think, okay, in Dubai it's allowed. You can UAE, you can pause anywhere, but people don't know that these are selected few places where they are going. And of late, UAE, and then we've seen videos as well. You know, what is making me speak about these things is because you should fire Zambians, abakashana, abana banono, abaiche, bale kumbwa kuti a lifestyle yabako. And you can go to Dubai already per Facebook, now YouTube, Ghana, Nigeria, but now I've got a huge campaign against Dubai, against what people are doing in Dubai. I'm sure mwani ufa kwati wale babantu abaya ku Dubai mukuya mukunwa imisu na nani vilatufumia kunuma for $20,000. Na imbi na isa latest at kurukuri otukondo. So in a desperation, yawa kashana, put wale isanga, you know, more places there so, and then kuli dress code yeah. So put okay, you can dress like this, and people will find you acceptable. Let me add Christabel and hear what she has to say. Christabel, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, ma'am. How are you?
I'm okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. It's a very good topic that you've brought, and I really, really wanted to contribute over the dress code of the ladies in Zambia. It's very pathetic seeing you as a role model who has moved countries, but you don't do what they do. You'd even wonder the families where they're coming from. Do these people or their parents teach them morals? On this one, I think I can even blame the parents. Because as a Christian woman, you cannot do that. What are we showing the society? What are we showing our young ones? It's very, very saddening, madam. I feel bad.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
Yeah.
It's very bad. Let
you have any daughters?
your Hello?
Do you have any daughters?
No, I only have a son, and it was surprising when he saw that. He came to me telling me, "Mommy, is this person from Zambia?" Yes, my son is 11 years. Then was like, "My mom, is this person from Zambia? Do mothers also allow children to dress like this? So does this mean celebrities? This is the way they're supposed to dress in Zambia?" Then I had no answer to the questions that he was telling me. It's very, very saddening.
Absolutely sad. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. It's very unfortunate that your son came across those images. I don't think I would be happy for my children to see
Let
those
them emulate let them emulate you, madam. You are a role model to many. You don't even boast of how you are educated, the things that you have, but it just in the name of acquiring fame and other things, people do all sorts of bad things just to acquire those things. We pray to God, the Lord that you save, that let him continue. As you sensitize this, let him add more years to your life, mommy.
Amen. Thank you so much, Christabel. Lovely to meet you.
I love you, ma'am. I love you.
Thank you so much. I'm so humble.
All right.
I was just trying this
from Mansa, contributing from Mansa.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's see if I'll mute you for now. Let's see if Sambo can contribute. Sambo, how are you? And Travis, try. Between Sambo and Travis, see who can contribute.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Samuel?
I'm fine, thank you. My contribution actually goes to the part where people are saying that would like to maybe to blame parents and whatsoever. I wouldn't give that aspect as a way, a good way of explaining, because there are certain times when us as children, we just uh, we just fail to understand what our parents are telling us. You just fail to concentrate, and you are using your own rules, but your parents are able to control you, but you yourself, you just neglect that. You don't accept anything that they say. And again, we'll talk about it's just an example. I would give an example of money laundering. There are people out there, they are stealing money from the government, but they are able to use that money for something good, or they are doing something bad, but the way they are using that money, they are helping other people out there. So those people, again, you have to find a proper way of talking with them. Yes, quite okay. The way you have lived your lifestyle is very good. If you get my point, you have lived a humble lifestyle whereby you are able to help many people. But again, you have to think about those other guys. Is it possible that they can be able to live the life that you have lived, or is it possible that they can acquire you yourself you have already achieved in a way that you achieve those things? It's not possible, you know. So them, the way they have to achieve those stuff, maybe it's by showing their nakedness. But quite okay, that's really bad, you
And
know.
let me hold it right there.
Yeah,
This is why I've been coming on social media to
yeah,
share with you guys on the importance of using Facebook wisely.
yeah,
Are you
exactly.
aware that Nigerian content creators are using Facebook and they are making $20,000 every month?
Oh, okay.
$20,000 out of creating videos, sharing content, comedy skits. And one lady the other day, I've been following her, I've been watching her videos. She was talking about how she used to live in the ghetto because
Okay.
the internet now has changed. So for me, I see it as a silly excuse for someone to say the only way I'll be famous is if I'm naked. It's a sign
Yeah.
of laziness and
Yes,
lack
exactly.
of using your brain to say, look, I can make. Oh, there's people who want to join us. So there's Anne, there's Fred, and there's Jim. Okay. We'll go for Anne. Let's go for the female. Hi, Anne. How are you? What's your contribution?
I'm fine, madam. How are you?
I'm okay. Good to see you.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. We can hear you.
Okay. So my contribution is I want to say this. As women, as celebrities, well, I'm not a celeb, but as celebrities, I encourage my fellow women to realize that there's going to be a time when they will no longer be celebrities. There was going to be a time, the afternoon of their life when it comes, they will no longer have the energy to parade themselves on social media to make money or to make the impact that they think they are making. And then there's going to be time when they'll look down on the people that they're actually keeping now. It will be now their chance to be kept. But then we should realize that how are those people going to look up at us, because they're not going to respect us at all. And we're going to find life hard like that because we never tutored those people in a proper way. We never set the foundation well for them, and we'll have ourselves to blame. Let me quickly make mention. I was having my IELTS exams some last month, and I was asked to choose to talk about I was asked to talk about a role model who motivates me and everything. I just went mute. I couldn't think of any Zambian role model, and afterwards, after I talked about Lisa Nichols, a American-based anthropist, and I talked about her because I actually follow her. And then after the exams, I was like, we have a lot of celebrities in Zambia, but I couldn't even think of one, which is really, I don't know. People are trending on social media, but for the wrong reasons. And as a woman, we are carers, we are naturers. It's really a pity to see us parading ourselves naked. It's a shame, to say the least. We should change. We don't need to wait for anybody to tell us, because this is an inborn thing that we are born with. We are just supposed to correct ourselves. So we really should look into this, and just control ourselves.
And
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your contribution, Anna. But read this comment on the screen where Mom and Glenda is saying, our children in the diaspora are being raised better than what is happening in Zambia. You know, meaning what we saw is not right. It's not acceptable in the diaspora. So if you're worried about when you come to the UK, maybe your children will change or your family will change, be rest assured that there are certain things you can do. I mean, for the type of dressing that we've seen, those dressing are done in particular places, strip clubs. They're there in central London. You have to pay to be there, and they are for above 21. And you need to show your ID, and you cannot take pictures. You cannot touch these women. You can just, all you need to do is to watch them. See what they're doing. You know, so what they do in private, they don't do it in the streets. But somebody say, no, where you are is even worse. But Mom Glenda has said that, you know, it's not acceptable. So thank you so much, Anna, for your contribution. And I know you make a very good.
Thank you so much, madam.
You make a very good support worker here in Britain when you come.
Thank you so much. We'll see you very soon.
So just add Walia. Hi, Richard. How are you? What's your contribution? Long time.
Long time. How are you, Mama? You okay?
I'm back. I'm the original veteran for this live stream. Here we don't do praise. Here we don't do praise singing.
My honorable Lilian Mutambo.
How are you?
It's my pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank you so much, Richard. What's your contribution towards the topic, please?
Though I'm just a little bit late, can you just link up about the discussion about the
dress codes? You know, we saw people dressing up the other day. One on the Copper Belt, one in Osaka. Is that acceptable fashion? Did you find it, you know, not disturbing, or do you think we should refuse to dress up like that?
You know, the surprising part is, my apology once again, you women, I don't understand what has come over you, because every country or us African, we have to keep our cultural. That's the most thing, and that is a very cardinal thing. Yes. Now, other people, they are now adapting the environment from the Europeans, such kind of dressing, which is unacceptable to us as Zambians as well as Africa. So, to such dressing, it is really shameful to women, because they have just showed their nakedness in public the way it has. Everybody, it has now remained in public domain. Yes, and we have to, you as our leader we are having this time around, you need to help us to teach those people that they have to be dressing properly, because because we grow in those first centuries, we never saw such things. That's why I was even telling my other colleague to say, us, when we were growing, we never saw Nangumwana Kasharenda, so Wamu there in a very long sleeve. We can't see even a pant for a woman. It's a taboo. Those long time ago. But this time around, you can even see to say this person she has wear the pink thing or whatever, which is unacceptable to that. So that is my contribution. Otherwise,
okay, no, thank you so much. And in reading your comments, you know, thank you so much, Richard, for your contribution, and the gentleman in Italy as well that has contributed. Somebody saying there is no difference with the one who exposes it in public and the one who exposes it in secrets. That's Massimo. But Massimo, what we are saying is, do what you have to do wherever without bringing it to the public and corrupting the morals of other people, especially when you are aspiring for office, you are a celebrity, you want to be a musician. You can't come and sing a song about how the only way a man can, everywhere you're going, the men want my private part. Everywhere I'm going, the men want my private part. And it's a song. Are we expected to celebrate such and say, no, we are all sinners, you cannot stone? No. The fact remains, if you are a public figure, you must behave in an expectable fashion, a very respectable manner, not just anyhow. So somebody else is saying, kuti venzovala ma crop top kudala. Yeah, venzovala ma crop top kudala. And what happened? Did you see them do it everywhere in the streets? They did it in the discos. So somebody said the state needs to take the issue seriously because it's getting out of hand. Yes, they need to. And it's important that they take it seriously. Otherwise, people will just behave anyhow and people say it's acceptable. No, it's not acceptable. Let's see more comments. Okay, so Ray PNG says these women are deluded and have mental health need. They have a void to fill. IK went on Z podcast and was speaking American 1 minute, British the other. Then she pretends she can't speak Zambian language. She is lost as an individual. I have lived in the UK since I was 10. You see, I got to events in the UK with celebrities. They would never turn up like that. Anything, that has to do with makeup, never. This is somebody who grew up in the UK since they were 10. So what would you say about that? And Kawe, this is someone who grew up in the UK when they were 10, and they're saying it's impossible for them to and they hang around with different celebrities in the UK. What would you say about that?
Actually, I agree with that, madam. I stayed in Sweden for some time, and within that year I was in Sweden, I happened to visit 2 public events where singers were singing, hosting shows, and they came fully dressed. It wasn't even women were singing fully dressed. And the funny part is when you're abroad, people see you, they ask you where you're coming from, and you mention the country. It's like you are representing the entire country. So that's how influential our bodies are, So I totally agree with that person. And somebody blamed the parents. I want to dispute that to some certain degree. Today I'm doing attachments at a certain clinic, and then we have a senior nurse there. So one of us, the student nurses there, the health practitioners, wasn't dressed properly. And this senior nurse approached all of us to teach us about etiquettes of nursing. So parents are always there reminding us, teaching us how things are supposed to be, how we're supposed to dress. Like today, that senior nurse was teaching us how we're supposed to dress. I strongly believe it's just us who are losing the values on our own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What would you like to say, Plyson or Richard?
Okay. My contribution. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, my contribution. Yes. Us men, we value and we respect you women so much. Yes, because you have got that value which God has given to you, but you are misusing that that dignity and integrity you are taking away. Huh?
Yes.
That's why, yes, that's why when a man is coming to propose to a woman in a long days, there was nothing like you have an intimacy with that person before marriage. There wasn't such a thing, but this time around, things they are just doing. That's why you even see that marriages this time around, they are not stable because how they have built that foundation of the relationship. So I appeal to all women to keep those dignity, to remember those what we were taught, because you women, you are very different from us men. You, as long as ngamwawe sungu, you go through a lot. They teach you a lot, different from us. So you have to keep those things. And unfortunately, other these young ones who are growing in town, they are not being taught the traditional things because they say no, those tradition are not good. They are just bringing Christianity, but those things were helping even these young ones to grow. To say, you have to keep yourself in this manner, then you have to do ABCD. You see. But this time around, there are no such a thing, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm appealing, women, you are the backbone of everything. Yeah, that's my submission.
Thank you so much. There's a comment I wanted us to analyze. This person is saying, honestly, this is so disappointing. If these ladies are to be left with no punishment, it's going to mislead the upcoming generations. Something has to be done in Zambia. We cannot be, United States. No, let the government of the day do something. And this is what I was saying, that in leadership people, they should make sure that they punish these people. Because another person will come and another one will come. Trust me, it's a cycle. Life. And I was disappointed to see the news of the Rihanna event on blogs in Zimbabwe, Malawi, Uganda, Kenya, Nigeria. I was shocked that we've gone viral, the whole Africa. And I said, you see, the leadership that we had before embraced this person. And I had a conversation with somebody, and even Simon will also shared the same thing, to say, when Iris, went to aspire for office, she was sat down and she was told, remember the mistakes, your past. Don't repeat the same mistake. She was lectured, she was coached, and everybody was waiting for her to make that mistake. And this is where I am saying that if somebody keeps repeating this, it's no longer a mistake, but a mental health issue. Let's not ignore this as she's looking for attention. This is a mental health issue. Zambia's image has been tarnished. Reputation, of Zambia has been tarnished. So we cannot just look at these issues and say it's okay. Because listen to this: somebody in Mwandi constituency that looks up to this person as, oh, that is our candidate. People voted for me as well as Lile Mutamz in Munali. I had 2,400 votes or 2,200 votes. There are people who believe that, this is our role model. Imagine I came up today and just posted a picture of me, of which it will never happen. But I can't even imagine the embarrassment my family will go through, the embarrassment my husband will go through, my husband's family, my family. So I think, Zambia's image has been tarnished you know, as a Christian nation that we know, and like this person is saying, these ladies are advertising their prostitution, you know, and these days, prostitution is not you going to meet someone privately. It's right on Facebook, on social media, where people are advertising. Let me add Augustine because he's been locked out several times. Let me see if he can come on. Hi,
Thank you very
Augustine, how
much
are
for the
you?
comment. I'm okay.
Yeah,
How are you?
join us. I'm okay. Good to see you. Where are you watching us from?
Zambia, specifically 10 miles, Lusaka.
Oh, 10 miles. Make sure you keep for
Yes.
me some very nice plots of land there, because I've seen good things happening there.
Don't worry, you'll find them. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So what's your contribution for this topic, please?
Yeah, I wanted to make a contribution concerning the same behavior that I was seeing on social media.
Yes.
That was very disappointing.
Mm.
Because if you look at the way the same Fenty Beauty was launched in other countries, that isn't the way it was done, like the way it was done in Zambia.
Mm.
We are losing our values as a country. The same things that those people are doing, they are causing us to lose our values, and it isn't giving a good picture to the upcoming generations.
Mm.
There's a possibility that if nothing will be done to those people, if no punishment will be done, meaning even these upcoming generation, especially young ladies, they'll be also misled in the same way. So at least the new dawn government, the government of the day, should do something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that isn't just a good behavior. No.
Absolutely. You know, like Anna was saying, we can't blame the family of this person or that person to say you didn't raise this child well. You know, parents have tried so much to do the best they can, but it depends na behavior ya muntu feyeka fi. You know, umuntu eka, how does this person want to behave? I have to speak in English because I've got people like Bright as who are watching from Nigeria. Thank you so much, my brother. Umuntu feyeka fi. You know, you've chosen this path because, I mean, it's like somebody having different personalities. One minute you say you're born again Christian. One minute, the other minute you say, oh, you are standing as MP. The other minute you say you are a philanthropist. The other minute you're this. So what are you looking for in this world? Who inspires you as a leader? Oh, thank you so much. Somebody has sent me $20 from Carol J. Thank you so much. I have to big up on that one. That's a super chat on YouTube. Somebody has just supported us with that. So we'll buy you bundles next time, guys. So for me, it's painful to see people will give a chance, and that's why I even spoke about this, because I remember when everybody was castigating this person. You are this, you are that. I said, no. This person has been given an opportunity. They were young and now they are grown up. And then they just throw it in our faces like, I don't care. Okay, when the pictures were posted elsewhere, it was fine. But for the pictures to be posted by themselves now, she now posted on her page to say, this is me, Rihanna, you inspire. Who is your inspiration? 1 minute you want to be a member of parliament. Next minute you want to be like Rihanna. Choose one. I can't choose to be like Sinach today. Then tomorrow I want to choose to be like somebody else, Tiwa Savage or someone. I have to pick one role model. So it's a bit confusing. Okay. No more. Somebody saying no more. Someone saying mentally ill. So what else would you like to say? Who else would like to contribute?
I think I would come to the point of my brothers. They said we shouldn't somehow we can't point on the family, but some of the aspects that I think in pali in mwine wanga, because I left nyumba ya my parents or in the moral aspect to say sinizi babantiririye no benango my sister say, because what is prohibited kuri ife my youth is what attracts us most, you know. So let's take the social media, how it is used is pamene hapa no. I support even others say let's leave out some of the parents, yes, but look at makolo enangu Facebook sibaiziba. Then the others who are educated wanaendako na kuma school or they are there now, but they don't have this access to Facebook or what, not because they don't want or maybe what, because it's for the respect of their families. Now if very matitumfya che it's just us, we the youths, no, pressure, peer pressure. I've seen this, I've seen that, and then tomorrow I want to make this. How am I going to attract someone's attention? Let me just do this which no one has ever done. I'll just do it in my own way to say or attract attention. Look at how the comedians compete. If I crack a joke which will attract many people to watch my videos, I'll try to find it more than what other one said. So it's matter of competition, like Auntie Lillian said, to say self advertisement, you know. Like
Yes.
we atako hivi, Mairowina and Washtako hivi, then you see the competition goes on. Then at the end the competition gets out of hand. It's same like you give a car to someone who doesn't have a driving license, automatically you expect the worst. This is what is happening with the social media with in Zambia. There's the biggest person whom I will not mention, but in Zambia there where we asked him to elaborate. He's under one of the churches to elaborate more on this aspect of maybe communication or what he says. The problem is, you know, even the churches, some of the churches, they will not talk about this because there's only issue of miracles.
Yeah.
Communication. If a good man of God wants to communicate to his people, let them also have this platform, not see Bible day letting tinga that, you know, Bible. We live on the word of God, but if things get out of hand, let's sit down and look at the material things to say this is it and this is what, because my Bible, yeah, we live on it every day, and then for us for some of us we live it more deeply, but as a Christian nation. But look at when things go out of hand. The same, we have role models, like my sister said, our sister for Kambati, she had a difficult moment to say, this is my role model, this is my. We have pastors, Vakazi, Vamona, whereby to say they can sit down and look at this issue. There are seminars, this platform that Aunt Lillian has brought. Whoever will look at it, ni mwana ni ndani. No any parent to be ashamed to kuleta mwana wake utatamba shanisha to say, look at this. No one will be ashamed. Now look at the things that maybe the other mother complained to say, even my son saw what he saw there, and then says it's shameful, of course, yeah, very shameful. Now this takes also the law of the church and other social organizations to say, to sensitize, to say, to sit down, even if there are 3, 4 girls, 5 boys, as long as the message has reached them to say this is it. Look at some of the sorry to repeat again. I've been here for some years, but where I am here in Italy, but some years I've seen whereby being invited in a Italian family, whereby it's Italian dinner per table, whereby to say even if it's in summer, as long as you are there together, the dress code changes because they know this is not maybe part time. They will understand you in mwenda kumapu kwendo nyaya, not in the house. But an aspect whereby to say I've gone out of my own country, I've gone to pursue this and this. the others who are living their lives normally. No, that's the mindset
Yeah.
of what attracts us. Now we need people, role models, as my sister said, Anna said, we need role models. So these role
Okay,
models will help us to. There's
let
that
me.
lady who won a bank award, something.
Yes, yes.
She's a role model for a girl who is studying hard, maybe in accounts or what, to be an accountant or what. But these are the simple things. But if you're not taken seriously,
Yeah.
I
Let me
think
just
they
cut
throw
you
us
for.
away. Thank you.
Let me just cut you for a minute because I've seen Glory has just come in.
All right.
Glory, what? Oh, we've lost her. Because I think sometimes the network codes on for some time. Okay, Richard. Richard can say something. Glory, can you come back, please? Come back. We need to hear what you had to say.
Thank you very much. I concur with what our brother he has spoken. And the other thing is just the appealing to these we call politicians.
Yes.
Somehow I wonder why and what criteria the PF used to adopt such kind of a person at an higher position, and she was supposed to presenting people in parliament. Yeah, it is so shameful even to those who were adopting him, who were adopting her. And then this politician we are having, especially those ministers who are having an affairs with these kind of women, they have to be ashamed of themselves because everybody maka to these kind of ladies. I hope so, because I remember, if I can recall very well, last year there's someone who said, "No, I'm going to make this country upside down." Honestly speaking, and you know, sometimes when we sit, you can wonder, because she's dating an high profile person, and she thinks that the other people, they are not humans. No. Who does that? Yeah. Okay, my submission anyway.
Somebody is saying on, because I have to read Facebook and YouTube. So Florence Wood, thank you so much. Amazing support all the way from America. I think she's Jamaican. She says if somebody is not wearing clothes, it doesn't make them that they're not decent. Gloria, I really wanted to hear what you had to say. There's another comment here. Rosemary says, my youngest brother saw it and I was ashamed even just to look at him because I was thinking, so how does he look at me? Here's another comment from Esther Ngosa, says it's just prostitution, modern day prostitution. It's more modernized, but hiding it in being a celebrity. And it's a pity our Zambian youth are getting inspired by this. And I saw one lady posting to say, oh, you're jealous of her, you girls, you're ugly, you don't have the right bodies. Really? Those, I don't know whether they're oranges, look like they've breastfed 10 kids. We breastfed 5 children and we look better than, I was like, what? They don't even look, I don't even know what people were admiring there. So somebody says these ladies think dress is life. They think they have made it. Zambia is a Christian nation. I pray that it's so scary for the children generation, and it's so scary. And she's praying that we should learn to respect our bodies. You're right. Someone's dressing sense reflects personality. That's powerful. Personality and character. Ila dressing sha mwanako ine. She just wanted attention. A full-grown woman can't live. Amabere. Vipafidia. Fancy chakana. What about our other musician who left the whole behind and was holding the boobs? What's that? Papa. And I said we need to have a meeting in our local language. Zambian. Yes, we will have a local meeting. Singer. some of us who have international followers, so we need to have a meeting. We'll have one in the morning. Is tomorrow a holiday in Zambia? Or it's a normal day.
No, it's a normal day.
Okay, here
Normal
it's a
day.
queen's jubilee. She's been a queen for many years, so it's a holiday tomorrow and Friday. So I'm trying to pick which times would be better for me to come and do a live stream. I'm sure
I
people
think
will
you.
be
I think honorable.
yes.
Yeah, just make a timetable so that we are aware. You can
Yeah.
pick one of the days at least in the evening, like such thing,
Yeah.
so that you will be attending.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
So Ray P is saying Simon will summarize it well. Augustine, do you want to say anything? He said
Yes.
she's a porn star. Social media is her market. That's how she gets
Yes.
her cause and makes money. Honestly, like you can't dress like that. Augustine, do you want to say something?
Yes, Honorable, I really wanted to appreciate the work that you do. I'm one of the person that is inspired by your work.
Oh,
My humble request is please, before this thing escalates, before almost all the youths are inspired by those people, by those wrong people, please advocate for the upcoming generation so that that behavior should be stopped before it escalates, please. Honorable. I like the work that you do. I'm really inspired with the work that you do. I also hope that one day maybe I might be in the UK and raise
You
some funds
will.
also to come. Yeah.
You will. You will.
Otherwise, we really appreciate with the work that you are doing. It's having a lot of impact on some of us, yes. Though many people would not see it, but it's having an impact. Please advocate for the young generation that is still coming.
Thank you
really
so
appreciate.
much. Thank you so much. We will definitely keep on the good work. And I also appreciate you for taking your time to join us on these streams and discussing these important issues of Zambia. It's not easy. I know you guys have to push here and there for bundles, but by God's grace, you join in and discuss these important issues. Believe it or not, it was these live streams that we were doing that made people, aware of which candidate they should go for. And President Hakainde Hichilema was picked on this very platform. So it's a very powerful tool. And I thought, no, since Facebook has decided to lock me out, I'll use YouTube and stream it through my personal assistant to reach out to you guys, because I know people are worried. One day Lilian is not on Facebook. It's not normal. I have to always speak about the issues that are happening. So if I see any topic that's going on, I'll come on board and speak about it. Gloria is saying our so-called celebrities are the reason why our young brothers commit crimes like rape out of lust, because, even 15-year-old boys have phones. Imagine looking at such contents. And pure prostitution, less when it looks at Zambia. Then somebody says, good night, great topic indeed. I think the ladies should know that dressing reflects our personality. Thank you so much. Tim Stoner says, you're my favorite, Mama. Thank you so much. Anne, Richard, anyone who'd like to, say anything, closing remarks, and then we can close. And tomorrow I'll be live, probably in the morning, and do a stream on how to make money on Facebook and YouTube. I think our youths are wasting time laughing at this one, laughing at that one, laughing at this one. So we'll talk about something, how to make money on social media without wasting time. Somebody saying, I've been trying on the platform, but the network. Oh, all right, Clifford. We'll be in touch, Clifford, anyway. You can, sometimes when you do it for the first time, because I haven't done this stream for a long time, so sometimes it does that and then it will pick up. There's someone in the background, Rafiza. How do you say your name?
Oh, it's Rafinza, madam.
Rafiza, okay, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your contribution?
All right, I can say it's a good thing that we have got this kind of forums, and that as people we can come up and view out what we think. On the issue to do with Eilish, Kaingu, it's people might blame the parents, saying that the parents didn't raise her well, because the first thing first, we had the flag raised up in 2012, where she did a video which was obesity. By that time, we had laws which were not allowing somebody to do something with porn and everything in Zambia. If you remember, she was fined 10,000 in Zambian kwacha by that time. She was given a 10,000 fine for the porn which she did. Then when you look at that point, nowadays Christianity, it's something that everybody says, I'm a Christian. And even her, she was interviewed by, I think it's Diamond TV, where she came up and said, what is modern dressing? We might ask ourselves, what is modern dressing? How should somebody dress modestly as a Christian? Because we are seeing now Christians or in churches, we are no longer dressing the modest way. You find a pastor in front, she's a she or a reverend, anybody. Nowadays we have got pastor women, because thanks to God, we have got now laws which are also allowing women to preach. You find out that she's there in front, wearing something which is shaping her body. Let me use the word boobs. The boobs and everything, all the assets on her body, the way God made her, is showing because of the dress that she's putting on. Moreover, we are looking at part of a human mind. A human mind is so made up in a way whereby whatever you see or whatever you picture, it goes to the brain and it sends signals to everywhere. So if a woman is not dressed properly, the body of a woman is something which is made out of well by God. He created it well that even just a simple gaze on it, you are gone for it. Now look at this. We have been fighting laws all along in Zambia. We are trying to say, why don't we, if we see these kind of things, do we need to revise our law, or should we stick to the old law which is there in the constitution? Because we are looking at that, because check, somebody reported Ayush Kaingu over the issue to do with her dressing. There's no action up to now. The police didn't come on front to tell us what is the way forward. Did she dress modestly? Was that dressing appropriate? Was it okay? Because it was seen everywhere in the social medias, on the TVs, on the what, everybody saw it. Was it okay? That's a question we need to ask ourselves. Then again, we need to ask ourselves is the law okay? Should we need to revise it, or do we need to see something about it? Because somebody cited the law in chapter 177 over to do with her dressing, but no one came front and said, okay, this dressing was bad, or this dressing was okay. No one came out. So the question we need to ask ourselves now, right, madam, is should we revise our law, or should we go back to our law and try to find out where we went wrong? Because we are starting from the home in our own law. Our own law, is it accepting that kind of dressing? Because we'll see somebody dressing like that, are we going to arrest them? Because check, a celebrity dresses like that, and moreover, she's a role model for everybody. She once stood as an MP in Mwandi constituency, which is very important. So we are looking at that she's a public figure. She's no longer just anybody. She's a public figure of every girl child. So we're asking a question: women, all the organization, the NGOs, whatever so-called women lobbies and everybody, the pressure groups, whatever groups which we have in Zambia, we call upon them and try to ask them, is this the way that you are trying to fight your rights as women, so that you can be together with men? Because you're saying what a man can do, a woman can do. Have you ever seen a man undressing, going in front, and all those things? We need to ask ourselves, is that what we are fighting for?
Somebody's saying, don't we have laws that prohibit such behavior in public, or because of human rights? In 2004, I was by the passport office, and I was standing with my ex then. Just because we were talking to each other and whispering, police officer took me to Central Police for public nuisance. Like, what? So I'm surprised that It's like there's a selective law. We were just standing for passport office. We went to collect passports. And we're standing there, and you know how it is there with someone, you are whispering in each other's ear, oh, what, and then you hold each other, you have, give me it up. Anyway, what a fancy. What's going on? What about this is public nuisance. I was like, really? So I can't even stand close to my partner and talking to him to raise a whisper, and then it's public nuisance. So I'm shocked that no statement has been issued. That is why I will say this today and another day. The UPND government is the weakest government ever. Because they were very good in opposition and saying all sorts of things. We don't like what they're doing. There's this, there's that. Now, the moment they've come in, they are supposed to be putting in laws like, stopping people. You can't do this, you can't do this. So that especially such type of, nuisance in the streets, because they needed to improve much more than what PF left us with. But it's like they've carried on what they used to do in those days where, nude videos, nude pictures. It's just like it's normal. Are we really in a new dawn, or we're just being driven along with the old characteristics and behaviors? What's your contribution, Rafael? Sorry.
All right, madam. Let me get back to you on the point of the new dawn government. Yes. We're looking at, they are coming in, and gradually they're fighting all what we can say they're fighting in everybody. Yes. They're fighting in everything that they can do to fight all those things. Look at this point. You said in that time when you had a case of public nuisance, we're looking at the point whereby you're asking ourselves, there was a question, human right. You're looking at the point, that question. There was a point to do with Mukobeko. Issue to do with, is it right to give somebody a maximum sentence of Mukobeko judgment to kill somebody? Yes. Human rights came in. So we're looking at the human right point of view here. Iris has got her human rights that are guiding her, and she has got responsibility with those human rights. Where her rights ends, that's where other person's rights starts from. You've seen. That's why we're saying when you give you a human right, or give you your right, you have to also look at who am I also obstructing from them to attain their own human rights. Don't forget you have got a responsibility. So we are looking at this point. I think the reason why the police and everybody, the New Dawn, is not coming in with this issue, it's a hot cake issue for now, because even the Human Rights Commissioner needs to come in this scenario which happened, because we are looking at her and against the people of Zambia. Are the people happy with what she did or how she came out? Mind you, also, it's not only in Zambia. If you check all other pictures in Nigeria, there was another woman who dressed like Kaingu, but her, at least she covered her breast and the other sensitive part. Although even her shoe, it was a little bit like potato, but it was golden like Rihanna, the way she dressed. So we're looking at that point, madam. Everybody has got human rights. And Kaingo has got rights. Even if she did something like that, she has got her rights. And that's why I'm saying we need to call upon the whole public, NGOs and everybody, all those women which, if a woman is defiled, you come in with a bigger voice. Now check if a girl child dresses like that, or a lady dresses like that. What is the take? They are all quiet. No one is coming on board. And if the New Dawn tries to become intimidating in a bit or like that, we'll start pointing fingers and say, we voted out PF because of this thing. You remember PF used to take laws in their own hand? You find somebody's dressed appropriately in town, the Caponias and everybody will come up and beat up that person. That wasn't the right to go, because you might kill somebody, in a way to say that we are trying to fight these things. So we are looking at that. Let's call on NGOs, the women lobbies and all pressure groups. Let them come on board and let's tackle this thing. Is it appropriate? Do we need to change the laws? Is it the new way of dressing now? Is it okay? Can a woman move like that in their own house and move like that in a sound mind? that's what we can. That's what I can say, madam. I don't know about others.
So much for your contribution. Let's just add briefly Piri V. Kamwesho, and then we'll summarize and lock this live stream. We've gone beyond 1 hour. Thank you so much. So what's your contribution, Piri Kamwesho? Unmute your sound, Kamwesho. Somebody saying, I am UPND. I'm a UPND youth that fought hard for the UPND to be in power in my district. But to tell you the truth, this government is doing nothing. The only thing they have managed to control is cadarism. The rest is becoming worse. So we'll talk about how the UPND government can help the youths and your ideas and your expectations tomorrow. So hi, Piri, what's your contribution? Oh, I think network. It seems to be frozen. Okay, so somebody's saying on the comments, the dark world wants to introduce Zambia to the new destructing life. And that's why I want to create this awareness on social media. And tomorrow I'll be live in the morning because I know most of the youth, they're just at home. We'll talk about how the Zambian youth can make money on social media. Hi, Richard. What's your contribution? And then we can close this live stream. Somebody saying, which rights does she have? The new government needs to take information concerning nudity.
Yes.
That dressing is uncalled for. What would you like to say?
My honorable. Yeah, as my brother, he has spoken a lot of things to say this kind of dressing as women you are dressing these days. They are sensitive to which a man, when he sees the mind, everything, he senses all the borders, which is not good, can lead a man to force that person to rape, or anything can happen. Yes. Then secondly, as we are looking the Human Rights Commission and everything, and those departmental who look about those things, they have to come in and help. Otherwise, we don't want to see Zambia as Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah, we need the sanity. We need Zambia the way Zambia was.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my submission. Thank you.
And Fred Musiwa says, it's not only Iris, we have Commander Grace, Mwanza, and the so-called role models and artists in videos, some pictures, it's something else. We just have to start speaking, and let's see if the government can listen. I mean, because they're copying what's happening in other countries, and they feel we can also do the same as Zambia, which is absolutely wrong. So, Anne, any last words? Rafi, anyone else? Last words, and then we can close this live stream in 2 minutes. Yes.
Quickly, I can concur with you when you said that mental health is something that is surrounding our community, and depression, because when you look at the target group of the women we are talking about, they are not teenagers. And me having a social background, I think struggle for identity is only experienced in the teenage life. Because me at 35, I have decided what I want to do with my life, and I have goals and dreams that I want to achieve. So these women are parents, actually, some of them have even got children. So I think I agree with you when you say sometimes it's mental health problems or depression that brings about, you are seeking attention. Because if you're seeking attention, then there's something that is wrong with your mind. You cannot accept yourself, and you cannot accept your surrounding. So it means there's something actually wrong with your mind, because you cannot start struggling for identity at 35. That means you have some fixation happening in your life. You skipped some stages or something. And we can't say they're trying to make money, because they don't have pages where there's consistency of like followers and all that. They're just doing this. I don't even know if they have any reason to do this, actually. So we should actually advocate for mental health awareness, and we should actually look at the root cause of this problem if we are going to find lasting solutions. I submit.
Thank you so much, Anne, for your contribution. Thank you. That's an amazingness. Richard has contributed. Maybe if Plyson, and then we can close.
Okay, thank you. I
Yes.
concur with everyone's the motion that they have stated though. My point also goes to the fact that maybe from these things that we have learned today, maybe many people have chance to view at some point later. It's a platform that to help even to remember, maybe to recall our duties and responsibilities. Some of the parents, maybe as individuals, as the youth, psychologically, others, maybe the disability comes at the age of in which somebody is grown. Maybe you missed a stage in which Hannah stated to say, "Vana missing something." Then you up to recover per 40 years can years
Yes.
whereby you want to show and then you show it in a wrong way. Let's learn with culture. If it has gone, it has gone. You had your own opportunity, same as you cannot just keep on repeating this, for example, because there is a chance to move on. You do something else because you missed that chance. Yes, there might be another chance, but learn to use that chance in a better way, not to expose what we call self-identity, or maybe to look for pressures or
Yes.
out stress and other things. You come out to the public just to disturb the nation. Instead of disturbing your house, you disturb the nation, because that nation involves many identities and families together. Yeah, that's
Yes.
concerned. And thank you. And
Yeah.
this is my first time in contact with you in the live,
Okay.
because I've been following here and there, but this is my first moment.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. So tomorrow, if you want to come on live, we'll come around maybe 5 o'clock. We'll come earliest because I had a program on Diamond and I was testing the laptop for the first time to do the live stream. It's a new
5
laptop
in the
computer.
morning.
Yes. So
All right.
I should do it 5 p.m. So it should be 6 p.m. Zambian time. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me on this live stream. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you. 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 Afishapa. 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 God is faithful. Thank you so much. So tomorrow morning we will be live again. I'll do morning and evening, and we'll talk about very important topics. So thank you so much for joining us, and just know that we're doing this for us, for Zambia, and for you. Yes. So if mental health, we'll try and bring in some practitioners of mental health and see how we can work. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See you tomorrow, guys. I'm back, the queen of live streams. On this place, we don't press sing. Thank you, and everybody watching me on YouTube, Facebook. Take care, guys.